Hello everyone, good to see you. Alright, so this is the 19th of September 2020 and this is on Saturday. So I hope you're having a great Saturday today, great weekend. Yep, I am having pretty much a relaxed weekend today and tomorrow. So alright, let's get started now. So today's topic is about the trading smart, trade smart. And have you ever thought about it before? Trade smart. I always think about it actually. When I take trades, I try not to intuitive, not to be to depend on my gut feeling, but I build up these scenarios, trade scenarios, in a logical way, and so trading smart is the always topic in my head whenever I take trades. And that's why I decided to talk about it today, because the market is closed anyways, and I talk about this psychology or money management related topics every Saturdays. So let's see who's here first. Alright, Josie, thank you for joining. Karim, Baldev, Zoeb, Hendra, Joran, good to see you again. Adev, and Thor, good to see you. And Muchino Frank, thank you for joining the community. I think you have a green badge already, so I think welcome back to the community. So good thing about this YouTube community is that the once you end the subscription, and if you come back later, the badge will you still keep the badge. So Muchino Frank just rejoined the community, and he keeps a green badge, and he can go on from there. So yeah, once again, welcome back Muchino, and stay gold. There will be a Ichimoku membership live after this public live, so yeah, hope that I will see you there too. Alright, Melanie, MBH, Mr. Fernandez, WM, Dinesh, thank you for joining, to see you. Okay, Onkar, Muchino, to see you again. Louis, Rafael, and Ali, Prashant, Mehdi, good to see everyone. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Alright, so since this is a casual and relaxed Saturday, let's just start the live lecture a little bit. So yeah, for those who are new to my channel, my name is Kei, and the pronunciation is just like the letter K up here. And I am a Japanese full-time Forex trader based in Tokyo, Japan. And in this YouTube channel, I mainly talk about how to simplify your market analysis, how to be time efficient to take trades, and most importantly, how to become a non-losing trader over time. And also, I have been using Ichimoku Kinko Hyo for the last 5 years as one of my main trade strategies. And I have been sharing the extensive knowledge from the original books in this YouTube also. And as far as I know, I am the only Japanese trader who teaches Ichimoku Kinko Hyo from the original books in English. So hopefully you enjoy my Ichimoku lectures too in this YouTube channel. I run the closed Ichimoku community, as I mentioned before also. So if you are interested, you can always click the join button on YouTube platform, and you are always welcome to join the community. So let me squeeze my face. Alright. And as for this GTS Global Trading School, the session from October is already closed due to full members. And the next one is coming up in January 2021. So if you're interested, please contact me through the form below, and so that I can save you a seat for you. The price, contents will be pretty much the same in January. I might add more perks, but the price will be the same. So you can see the details on the link below, and you are always welcome to join this GTS school too. So before starting anything here, just a disclaimer, all this knowledge is based on my experience, so when you take trades, please do with your own responsibility. Okay, and I have created this PDF for today, and here we go. So trading smart is today's topic. And I have 2 questions to ask you. So if you are in front of the PC, in front of the mobile, I encourage you to join the discussion. So yeah, let me just enlarge it to the full so that you can see the whole thing. Alright, so let's see. Aditya, Akbar, Andre, Zeropia, Thanapol, Kayon. Thank you for joining, everyone. Good to see you. Patrick, Pink, Emela, thank you for joining. Alright, so trading smart is today's topic. And for those who are not trading smart, in my opinion, they are intuitive traders. They take intuitive trades. And also, they don't prepare before taking trades. I mean, they don't analyze deeply by their own methods before taking trades. And also, they take trades by wishes. Like, they wish the price will go towards your direction, and when it goes backwards, you get upset. So taking trades by wishes is not the way that you should take trades, especially if you want to become a full-time and professional trader. These habits are no-nos. So what is the smart trading? In my opinion, smart trading is to understand why it happens, why the market goes this way or that way, and then you can take the appropriate action to this changing market over time. Because when you think about it, we cannot control the market anyways. The big boys, big banks, or big fund traders are moving the market, maybe, but still, I keep generating 10% return per month, every month at least. So in that sense, we can still deal with it. So the more important thing is about understanding why it happens and take appropriate action according to the changing market. And that's why we need to analyze market. It is important. Do not depend on these three points. Like, do not take intuitive actions to take trades. Do not, please prepare. Please prepare before taking trades, and also eliminate the wishes. Eliminate wishes. It is important too. So, how to trade smart? And there are 2 parts in terms of how to trade smart, in my opinion. And one is what to forecast. It's important. And second, build up a hypothesis is important. So let me talk about the first one, what to forecast. So here is a question to you. This is one question. Imagine you have 4% drawdown in a day. If you take trades like twice, 3 times, 4 times, then for some reason you have 4% drawdown per day in that day. Then what would you start to forecast then? Is my question. What would you think? And what would you focus on when you have 4% drawdown in a day? If you are in front of the PC or in front of the mobile, please type your answer here on this chat, because this is live stream. It's fun to communicate like this way. And when you output your answer, that's the best way to input yourself. So I encourage you to type your answer here on this chat box. So yeah, once again, if you have 4% drawdown in that day, what would you start to focus on? Let me just hear your answers now. Okay, so let's see. Hi Femin, thank you for joining. PNR, good to see you. Usually your live takes how much time, hours per minute or minute? Usually 1 hour, 15 to 1 hour of time every day. I do the lives. Okay, thank you for your reminder. Yeah, if you liked today's topic already, please press a good button before you leave so that it keeps me going. Yeah, I really appreciate your participation as always. Okay, now I start to see some comments now. Alright, let's see. What went wrong in previous trades? Okay, wait and see. Alright, take a break. Okay, take a break. Alright, Shiri, thank you for joining. Alright, I would focus on being angry. Okay, being angry. Okay. Stop trading and searching what is the cause. Okay. Okay. Exit. Wait for the best uptrend. Okay. Wait for the next trends. Okay. Stop all the trades. Alright. We are locked down 3 weeks in Israel. Oh, okay. Started yesterday. This is a good timing to learn. Yep, exactly. Exactly. Yep. Stop loss. Okay. Focus on entry point. Alright. Capital protection. Stop trading. That is important. Focus on good setup trade. Right. Stop trades. To find out what was going wrong. Trend. I will go out. Okay. Stop trading and focus on understanding why I had this huge drawdown and build a method to avoid it in the future. That is a very decent, robust answer. Yep. See what happened that day and learn to make not the same mistake. Stop trading and evaluate. That is important too. Assess why losses occurred and stop trades. Take a break and stop trading. Yep, that's true. Okay, so yeah, thank you for the answers. So let's see how non-smart traders would do. That I think. Well, I was, when I look back my newbie trader, this is how I used to think. So when I had like 4% drawdown in a day, I would thought that I focused on the losses. And I was trying to admit the fact that I had 4% drawdown. Sometimes I didn't see the reality. So either I shut down the PC or I just go away from the chart. I just close the chart or I just look for other chances to take trades, to win back. So that's the second one. Start to think how to win back the losses. I used to think like this too. Or start to think how not to lose anymore. Because of the fear of the losses of the 4% per day, I imagine that, okay, if I take another trade, then maybe I might have more drawdowns. And what should I do? I have a fear to the losses. I used to think like this before. But these are basically the symptomatic approach. So every time the issue comes, you just try to resolve the issues one by one, but it doesn't go anywhere because the issues will come up again and again in the future. So you cannot do the symptomatic approach. You have to have the overall essential approach. So we need to approach the core problems. And to approach the core problems, there is one question to ask yourself. There's one simple question to ask yourself. And that is the topic for today. What to focus. So there are already a couple of answers to this already. So now this is how I think when I have 4% drawdown in a day. I think like this. Not to think losses are not the core problem. I don't think the losses are the core problem. Okay, so this is like 2 times of a negative, so I think this is confusing. Not think losses are the core problem. So here, yeah. I don't think losses are the problems, and that's what I mean here. I don't think the losses are the problems. Losses do happen. Like I said before, the losses do happen, and how to deal with it is more important. So I don't think losses are the problem now, but instead think why it's happening. Why? So the question why is very important. Every time you take trades, every time you lose, or even you win, focus on why question. Why you won the trade, why you lost the trade, and keep thinking about it, keep thinking, keep asking yourself why question until you come up with some answer. Then you move on to take other trade. And this is very important because when you think about why you lost 4% per day, then you might think whether it was a strategy or whether it was due to market. Maybe the market was spiking up and down, maybe there was a big news and you lost this amount. Or maybe your money management strategy was not really great. So maybe your stop loss was too far. You were taking like 5% per trade, and then maybe you had 4% drawdown in a day. So by asking why question yourself, then you can reach to the core problem of why it happened, instead of just focusing on the loss. So that is very important. And also, I would look back my own trades and check if similar losses happened in the past. And that's why I encourage everyone, especially the GTS members, to write journal, trade journal every time they take trades. Every time they take trade, when they enter, when they exit, I encourage them to write journal, because in that way you can memorize your trades, and then you can memorize, you can kind of notice your habit of taking trades, and that is very important. I have been doing this for the last 5 years or 6 years. I have been taking journals every time I take trades. It's on my Excel file, and sometimes I look back my trades like 5 years ago or 4 years ago. I look back those trades and I still learn from my own trades, and this is like my Bible now. If there's a chance, I will show it to you on this YouTube channel. But yeah, I look back my own trades, and sometimes I look back the charts itself, and I think about why I lost these trades or why I was able to extend the profit that way. And that way, I can come up with a new idea or a new strategy to follow in the future. So that's very important topic. So focus on why question is the first keyword for today. And I will show you the second keyword for today too. But before doing that, let me come back to some comments now. So yeah, for those who said why, that was very good. That was very good, I would say. Yeah, assess why losses occurred in the stop trades. Yep, that's important. To just stop taking trades and look back yourself based on why question. Yep. Evaluate why the drawdown. That is important too. Yep. All right. Hi Girish, thank you for joining. To see you. Every day I watch this live at my work at 10 a.m. Portugal. Alright, thank you for joining from Portugal. After the live, I watch and analyze the Forex market. At night, I review the live again. I like the calm melody of the piano music. Oh, okay. Thank you for liking this music. Yeah. It's amazing how well your analysis match. Maybe reversal. Like in USDJPY, I'm learning a lot. I like Ichimoku more and more. Sure. Ichimoku is a great tool. Yep. Thank you for the words. Think that losses can happen? Yep. That is important too. I love your teaching style and also you. Alright. Thank you. Alright. Gede, thank you for joining. To see you. Alright, you are a good mentor. Thank you for the words. Appreciate it so much. Thank you. Hi James, thank you for joining. I would like to see the K Bible. Sure, sure. Yeah, I will share it to you in the future. Mr. K, can you give us an example of a good trading journal? Yeah, I will talk about the trading journal in the future live on Saturday, so that you can also refer to the way I take journals. Yeah, basically I write the entry point, entry timing, exit timing, and also the reason why I took these trades, and the emotional feel before and after, and what I learned. Basically I write these things with attached chart to it. We also watch you in Angola. All right, thank you for joining from Angola. In intraday trading with Kumo, which time frame should we use to gain the profits? Daily chart will be the decent by Kumo. Your fish analogy has helped me so much. All right, good to hear that. Just eat the body part. Just ignore the fish, fish and tail. Head and tail of the fish. It is important. All right, hi Pranda, thank you for joining. Hi Shakuni, thank you for joining too. NESR, good to see you. All right, so forecast on why question is the first topic for today, and let's move on to the second topic now. So the second topic is to build up a hypothesis before taking trades, which I do right now. So here is the second question. Imagine you are looking for a trade chance. Then what would you do? So let's say you wake up in the morning, turn up the PC, and start to look at the chart. Then first, what would you do? Or in your thinking, in your mind, what kind of thoughts in your mind when you first start to look for a trade chance? So if you happen to be into the PC or mobile, I encourage you to type your answer so that you can participate on this live stream, which is quite interesting. And yeah, speaking of this live stream, I have been doing this live almost every day since this year, January. And yeah, I prefer this live stream than recorded videos because I can socialize with these Ichimoku members and also this public members. And also this is interactive. This is more interactive than recorded videos, because on these recorded videos I can read comments, but this is actually afterwards. But in this live stream I can see the reactions real time by this chat box, and this is very, very enjoyable to me. Okay, so let's see. I start to see some comments now. So once again, imagine you are looking for a trade chance. Then what would you do? Or what kind of thoughts in your head? This is kind of vague question, but any comments will be okay. Well, there is no right or wrong answer here. So just look back your habit, look back your thinking pattern of what usually you think when you first look at the chart. Hi Remy, thank you for joining. Good to see you. Thank you for your USDJPY yesterday, Mr. K. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, news. Okay, news will be great. 50-50. All right. Hi Gowan, thank you for joining. Yep, you're welcome. You're welcome. Looking for trends. All right, all right. Ajay, thank you for joining. I check whether market is moving as per my analysis. Okay. Look at candlestick and trend. Okay, see if the setup is in line with the hypothesis and take the trade. All right. Daily, then 4-hour chart, then 1-hour chart. Look for trend. If no trend, no trades. Okay. You need to think about the confirmation objectively. Yeah, that's true. Objective the key. Yeah, Be objective to the market. Yep. Create a trading plan. Follow the trend and forget about it. Yep, okay. Looking at each chart with Ichimoku setup to find opportunity on higher time frame. Alright, that's important. I stay my day by opening USD/JPY and Euro/USD chart to see if there's any chance to get some pips. If there's a double bottom or double top, I will consider checking the Ichimoku indicator. Okay? Yeah, Ichimoku indicator, Ichimoku lines go along with the price action. So it's nice to combine these strategies together. I start to look at the chart volumes and whether certain markets are being well traded. I look for basic trend patterns, and if any are emerging in the markets, that's how I start. Okay, that's interesting. I don't usually look at the volumes, but if you're a stock trader or indexes, then I think volume will be very important. Fundamental analysis, right, okay. News, fundamental analysis. Look at candlestick, pin bar, or particular currency. Okay. Any trend? If yes, when and where to enter and exit, or look somewhere else. All right. So trend, whether there's a trend on the market or not, is very important. Okay. I draw Tokyo box and look angle Senko span AB and Kijun Sen. Okay. If you're taking trades USD or JPY cross, then take the Tokyo box. That's important. I would do that too. Yep. Especially towards the end of Tokyo session, I look at the Tokyo box on JPY cross pairs. I look to see which pairs are trending first. It is important. Yep. Market structure. Find a trend who matches K's method. Okay. That is important. Make sure to catch a trend and ride on it. Otherwise, you have to stay away from that currency pair. I will look for a trade chance according to the strategy, looking for trending pairs. Check economic calendar for any major fundamental news. Yep, that is important. News. I will look from daily time frame to lower time frame and look at risk and reward ratio. Alright, when you take trades, yeah, RR ratio is very important. Listen to music and look for trend basic KTS. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah. What's the Kumo Kijun Sen Tenkan Sen daily first? That's a way to start. Look for trend, highs and lows, turning points, plus look for news. Yep, that is important. Yeah, trend or turning points and also the news. Look for potential trade entry for a small profit for the day to begin with a good day to trade. Look what pairs are trending out of the 5 pairs I watch, writing up info for journal later as I go. Alright, that's good, that's good. Where's the price action? Okay, price action is important to watch. Currency stream chart. Okay, currency strength chart. It is important too. Okay, so here is what I used to do when I was a newbie. So when I was a newbie, basically I picked up the chart randomly. I was only depending on my strategy, and then whatever currency pairs, whatever markets, I picked up randomly. So back when I was a newbie, I didn't have a list or watch list. I didn't have it. I just picked randomly any charts, majors, minors, any charts or commodities, and whenever I see the setup, I pick that one to take a trade. Otherwise, I didn't take any trades. Now I only check the major currency pairs, mainly major currency pairs, and also the gold or silver. But yeah, back when I was a newbie, I picked up the chart randomly. So that was something that I used to do. And also I was taking trades too quickly. So before, as soon as I see a trade setup, then I took a trade instantly. let's say when there's a gold cross stochastics, and then I was taking buy. I used to use the stochastics 30, 10, 10 in higher time frames, like 1 hour daily chart. And whenever I see the twist, then I was taking buy basically. So I didn't have any trend analysis. I was even taking trades in the ranging market, expecting that price bounces off with these lines. And I was looking at the stochastics when it was ranging, which was not really appropriate when I look back. So divergence works. Divergence works in the range, but this simple gold cross, lit cross won't really work in a ranging market, which I didn't know before. So I was taking trades that way too. So, but I was, as soon as I see these trade signals, then I took trades, and instantly I took trades. So that was very quick decision making process. So basically, I didn't have any hypothesis back in then. But now, what I think is that first I come up with a couple of hypotheses. So not only one scenario, but also I create multiple scenarios. At least 3 scenarios I create. If the price goes upwards, then what would I do? What would I do? If the market goes ranging, then what would I do? And if the market goes down, what would I do? I create 3 scenarios every time I take trades. So here is the real chart, and this is a USDJPY, and let's say the daily chart. So daily chart looks to be downtrending now. It's a beautiful downtrend. So I would look for the sell chance. I will look for the sell chance by looking at the lower time frames. But because the Kumo is, this daily chart Kumo is too small, so I would pick at the 4-hour chart Kumo in this case. But in this case, I say that I will be looking for the sell chance. So because Senko span B flat, but A down, and Kijun Sen down. And also I can see that the market has been resisted by this descending trend line. So I expect the price continue to go down this way, along the way. And this is my initial thinking. But however, when I take a sell, before I take a sell, I always imagine that if the price goes backwards, then what would I do? I think like that. Or if the market won't go anywhere afterwards, because we never know if the price is gonna stop here or not. It might be stop here, and it might consolidate afterwards. So we have to think, we have to create that scenario too. So if the market goes down, then basically I keep trading a profit. But if the market goes flat or go up after I take a trade, then I cut loss. And when I cut loss is very important, which is also included in my hypothesis. So basically, before I take a trade, no matter how strong the trend looks to be, I create these 3 scenarios so that I can be healthy in psychology too. Because we never know how long the market goes downwards in this kind of case. So right now in the daily chart, there is a recent low in this level. There was a recent low in this level, so looks like the market stopped downtrending by this week pointing downwards. But it might keep going down this way next week. In this case, I would only look for the sell chance because the Kumo is moving down, Kijun Sen moving down. But at the same time, I always think that if the price goes backwards, where would I exit? I always imagine like that and take a sell. So that's important mindset to have. So this is building up a hypothesis. Creating multiple scenarios is very important, no matter how strong the trend looks to be. So that's one. And also second one, verify the hypothesis from the market. I verify the hypothesis from the market. So that means after I take a sell, so let's say a 4-hour chart is downtrending and 1-hour chart is now flat, but let's say 1-hour chart is downtrending also. And then in 15 I take a sell. For some reason, let's say I take a sell from here. I see a retracement, I see a stochastic dead cross, or I see the Bollinger Band squeeze, and let's say take a sell here. And after I take a sell here, this is testing my hypothesis, so to speak. So I expect the market go towards this way, but I never know if I'm right or wrong until I see I let the time go a little bit. So once the price goes towards this direction, then I can prove myself that okay, my hypothesis was correct. So I keep holding this sell. As long as forward chart is trending down, I keep holding sell. But let's say if the price goes up or this way, and then I can say that okay, my hypothesis was wrong. I thought the price continues to go down, but now it's going backwards. And not only that, it has this bullish N wave now, continuous bullish N wave, and breaks the recent high upwards this way. So in this case, this is the completion of this consecutive bullish N waves after the price breaks this recent high upwards. So this is a great timing to exit. So my stop loss in this case will be, yeah, this is too tight, so most likely I will put the stop loss above the recent high, which is at this level. But as soon as I see the market reverses backwards against my hypothesis, well actually against my scenario moving down, I will exit here. But this should be included as your scenarios before you take a sell here. So I verify my hypothesis to the market after I take a sell or buy. So that's what I mean on this second line. And a third, decide whether to take a trade or not. So after I take a trade, well actually that's before I take a trade, I think okay, so the price might go down, might go flat, ranging flat, or it might go up. Basically no one knows which way the price is gonna go. So before I take a trade, I imagine like 3 ways of scenarios, and I prepare myself psychologically that way. And if you are used to this kind of thinking patterns before you take a trade, then actually it saves time. It saves a lot of time to take trades. So maybe now you might think like, okay, so if I create these three scenarios, then it takes time, right? It might take like a 10 minutes or 15 minutes to create these scenarios. You might, in reality, I will be drawing lines like this. On this line, I will draw, or I will look at these other indicators and tools. So if the price keeps going down, then it might go down like this way along with this descending trend line. That will be one of the hypotheses. Or if the price breaks the Kumo downwards in 15-minute chart, then that will be a serious downtrend. I might think like that too. And when it's in a range, the price will be going flat. Above this Kumo, the price might going flat, and then I can create this kind of flat box range. Then the price might go between these support and resistance lines. Or if the price keeps going up this way, it might be supported by this uptrend trend line, and the price may continue to go up this way. So I create these hypothesis scenarios, I would say, and it actually saves a lot of time for me to take a trade. So even if I take 15-minute time or 20-minute time to create these hypotheses before I take a sell, it saves time, because eventually there is a there's a word, or there's a law called the Pareto's law. You might already know this law. This is very famous, but just touching on this one real quick, 20% of essential input will give 80% of output. So in other words, if you trade without hypothesis, then you will be putting your effort on 80% of the part that might not be essential. So 20% input. This is something that we have to focus on. And all the rest will be brought to you naturally as a 80% result. And how you focus on this 20% input that is essential is to create the scenarios and hypotheses. So if you focus on what you have to really do, then with this 20% input, you can get the 80% result. But usually, if you are still losing trades, you might be focused on this 80%. So when you look at this chart, maybe you're thinking, okay, so this is a ranging market, so let's take a sell. Or you might think like, okay, stochastics. If you put the stochastics like this, hold on, let's see. If you put the stochastics, then okay, so this is dead crossing, so I will take a sell. You might think like this too. But this is 80%. What's 20% is a hypothesis to create. You don't want to focus on these indicators like crosses or this Kumo cross. Well, actually, these are the signals to give you some trading edges. But if you're too focused on these signals, then basically you're still focusing on this 80% non-essential part. So focus on this 20%, and that is, in my opinion, that is creating the hypothesis. And then you can get the 80% result return afterwards. So to sum up here, so today's topic was trading smart. So there are two parts for today's talk. One I think is important is whether you're focused on why question while taking trades. Do not focus on the surface, but focus on the essential themes. So why question is important. Even if you win, like I said, even if you win, focus on why. Ask yourself why you won that trade. And secondly, whether you build up a hypothesis before taking trades is also important. Without hypothesis, you cannot have additional values to your trades. It is important to think by your own head and take trades, because there's no answer. There's no right answer to it. Yeah, you are the only one who has the right answer to the market. And to build up these answers, I'm here to help you by this YouTube channel. And that's my main topic for this YouTube channel. So that's why I don't really give signals on any platforms. I don't give signals. I don't, I don't suggest where to buy, where to sell. I try not to say, because that's not my focus. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today's topic. Let me come back to some comments now. Towards the end, this was like a philosophical kind of topic, but I hope you get the idea. So let's see. How did you come up with your stochastic setting, by the way? Oh, by my own experience. I switched these stochastic settings many times, like a 533 or 1077. I was taking 1055, and eventually I took a 30-10-10, and it goes along with this my analysis, multiple time frames with Ichimoku, and that's why I keep using the 30-10-10 structure. Hi Maru-san, thank you for joining. To see you. Great. I hope you're having a great weekend too. Alright, let's see. Femin says, hi Kay, if the market is ranging, is it good for scalping? I don't scalp, and I would say it's not really good for scalping, because the chance will be 50-50 most likely, and you don't want to take a trade where the chance is 50-50. I only take trades when there's a higher chance towards the direction. So yeah, in my opinion, it's not really good for scalping in a range market. Even if I were to scalp, I would follow the trend. Okay, let's see. What's the basic indicators for Ichimoku chart? basic indicators, you mean setup? I use a default Ichimoku setup, 9, 20, 26, and 52. Do we get this PDF as well as yesterday? This one, this was a PowerPoint, and I don't think I will share this PowerPoint with you. You can just take a screenshot and look back for yourself. I think that would be okay. All right, let's see what else we have. All right, Mochamed, yep, you're welcome. You're welcome. He says arigato in Japanese. You're welcome. So I have a problem with when I have took positions after reaching certain pip, I can't stop myself closing the position even I know I'm correct. Can you share with me how you can believe what you look? So yeah, looks like you're still not really confident on your strategy, and that's why you cannot take profit. You cannot close. You cannot close. Yeah, I think you have a fear of missing chances, and that's why I think you cannot close position. If you're running profit, maybe you can think like you think like the price can go towards my direction still. But like I said before, the market we have to see the market objectively. So what I mean by objective is that, let's say 4-hour chart in this USD/JPY, 4-hour chart is downtrending now, so we should look for sell. But as soon as it goes flat, Kijun Sen flat Kumo, then we should stop thinking sell, looking for the sell chance. And that's it, period. So if you can think like this, black and white, then you can close it with no problems. I hope that answered to the question. What is this cross? This is stochastics. Below here I show is stochastics. Okay, WM, you're welcome. And Golam, thank you for joining. Alex, good to see you. It's been a while. Good to see you. Yeah, Femin, you're welcome. And Dennis. All right, let me pick up one or two questions, and I will switch to the Ichimoku membership live. So, all right, Dennis says, okay, do you trade based on currency bar or result of close of bar when looking at the Ichimoku trend signals? Yes, I wait for the closing bar. Yep, always. All right, good afternoon. Thank you for joining. Yasar says, you don't give fish, you teach us how we can catch the fish. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. And that will be more joy than giving the fish, getting the fish itself. Hi D Crypto, thank you for joining. Good to see you. Are you making 10% minimum a month or every trade? 10% a month, a monthly basis. 10% to 20% per month. Alright, Antipas, you're welcome. Alright, let's say, when you say that you only looking for major pair nowadays, are you consider knowing their behavior? Yes. I used to take trades only USD/JPY first, and once I get the sense of it, the sense of how the market's moving, what kind of indicators are working, or what kind of chart patterns seems to work in USD/JPY, and also what kind of news the USD/JPY will affect. I was looking at the only USD/JPY pair for the 1 year, and I was getting the sense of it. And then I've added Euro and GBP pairs, and also CAD, and recently I've added AUD pair also, currency. So yeah, and these are my watch list. These are the currency pairs that I take trades. Okay, so Yeah, and it works in gold. Yeah, it works in gold too. I take trades in gold. Yeah, recently I don't take trades in gold because there's no trend recently. This is P wave ranging in the gold daily chart, 4-hour chart. So yeah, I don't take any trades right now. Alright, so yeah, thank you for joining everyone. Although I see more comments, questions, I have to switch to the membership live, which happens in about 10 minutes. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's lecture. And tomorrow, every week, on Sundays, I talk about the weekly Forex forecast. So I will go through all these pairs, commodities, and indexes, and I will give you my view about the market based on the weekly chart and daily chart. So I wish you join tomorrow, and I will see you there. So for those who are Ichimoku members, I will see you on the Ichimoku membership afterwards. And I will make sure to read through these comments, make sure to read through these questions after I close this live session. And also, I make sure to read these comments too on YouTube. So I appreciate your comments, your support. So I will see you later. So until I see you next time, stay healthy and stay gold. Bye for now. Mata ne. Thank you.